My name is Laura Hyatt. I am the Assistant Dean for Sciences at Rider University. I am a member of the Energy and Sustainability Steering Committee here on campus and the Director of the Sustainability Studies program. I've heard somebody say that what we're doing right now is dealing with an atmosphere that's basically like a very vicious dog and we're poking it with a stick. We don't know what exactly is going to come out at the other end. Sustainability. Sustainability is about finding a way to turn, to develop more positive feedback loops in terms of our economy, in terms of our environment, in terms of people's well-being. That when we do things, when we manufacture things, the outcome of their use and their manufacture winds up increasing our ability to feed our system, to feed our ecosystem, to feed our economy, to feed our social systems. I'd love to see more people coming up with really clever engineering solutions that will help us use our energy more efficiently and engage in practices that really feed our Earth better. So, for instance, like much smarter grid in terms of the way energy is used. It's very easy to leave a room and have lights burning all the time. Motion detectors everywhere, and an energy management system would be great. Our campus was built in the 60s, right? It was built at a time when heating oil was very, very cheap. It's not cheap anymore, and it's going to cost us more to keep running the system the way we're running it than to implement new systems. So that's really expensive, but being able to have energy systems that have positive feedback loops instead of negative feedback loops would be great. We are supposedly going to become carbon neutral by 2050. That's going to take a lot of things. It's going to take cogeneration. We could use all the algae that grows in the pond as biofuel. If we could figure out a way to turn that into fuel, which then we can, burn in our buildings, that would be really great. The big horse, the big gorilla in the room is commuting. That takes up that's a huge part of our scope through our emissions, right? People driving from all over creation to get here. If we can figure out a way to work with New Jersey Transit and that's actually New Jersey's biggest problem, is commuting, embodied energy. And I think if we have more conversations about embodied energy, people might be able to think about it. So what I mean by embodied energy is energy in an object, the energy that it took to create and use and distribute that object. And makes you think about, wow, where's all the embodied energy in everything I have on me? The sweater, my pants, my purse, my computer, my cell phone, all the things that I have around me. If we can start having conversations about where is all that embodied energy, where is it? So when students and faculty and staff, when we're consuming things, when we're establishing systems, we need to start having conversations about how those systems can be self-sustaining. So some stories are really shocking and really frightening and they get no play. And other stories are very sort of blah and they get tons of play. And so, people connect on, one of my pet peeves is charismatic megafauna, right? These are animals that are big and cute and fuzzy. So we worry about the polar bears and then, the glaciers melting, but we don't really worry very much about the thousands of species of fungi and bacteria that are going extinct because their hosts are gone. In terms of coverage, I think cute sometimes trumps important, which is tough. And so when Brad Pitt builds buildings in New Orleans to recover from Katrina and they're using recycled materials, he's cute coverage. But when somebody when a Nobel Prize winner wins a prize for planting trees in India to provide women with families with wood, there's no Brad Pitt. And unless Angelina goes out there to visit with the women in India who are planting trees, it's not going to get the attention. And so, yes, we like shiny, pretty things. And sustainability sometimes is not very shiny and pretty. I think that's sometimes why we focus on recycling and why we focus on, building new buildings as opposed to let's take what we have and make it work better.